Hi, this is Brian Hegney, instructor of Game and Interactive Media Design. I want to take you through another way we could have turned this into one object, all of these 20 staves. It's slightly different, and I just want to show you because it's good to know. I'm going to make a copy of this just to show you. Okay, so I'm going to make a copy, and I'm making a copy, not an instance. And what we're going to do is, well, I'll show you a really quick example here. I'm going to make a box, and I'm going to make another box. I don't care how they are at the moment, and I'm going to disable box creation method mode by right-clicking. Yay. And I'm going to go to modify just to show you these. I'm going to tap Q to go to my just selection mode without moving anything. And I'm just going to show you these are two different objects, box 41, box 42. You can see that up in my command panel. So I'm going to select box 41 and add an edit poly onto it. As I said in previous videos, the edit poly is a super strong tool. So there's one tool in here that I want to get to, and it's the attach tool. Okay? When you click attach or enable the attach tool, what it does is it allows you to say, click on any object in your scene or most objects in your scene and say, you know what, this box 42, I'm going to make it part of box 41. It doesn't change any geometry. So here, I'll show you. I'm going to click it. There. I just attached box 42 to box 41. I'm going to disable attach by right-clicking. I'm going to click off of this. And so now whenever I click or hover over any of these, they both will highlight. I'm going to click on one of them. They're both box 41. Because I attached box 42 to box 41. It lost its identity and it became part of box 41. Now, the difference is when I click on the element selection mode, I can now click these as separate elements. You can still manipulate these separately. They are distinct geometric forms within the single object. Okay? They are both now box 41. I can still go into face select mode, right, and select faces, but now this element mode makes a little bit more sense. You can like make a whole mech robot thing out of completely different elements, but all be the same object. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that. This is going to be a little bit different because first we have to ungroup this. So I'm going to go to group and ungroup. And you might think now we can start attaching, but if you look at this, I'm going to select my first stave here. I'm going to call this stave attach. And I'm going to add a turbo smooth on top of all of on the stack. Edit poly. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm going to add an edit poly on top of the stack, not a turbo smooth. And I'm going to click attach, and I'm going to realize I can't attach yet. And I guess there's a reason I can't attach it yet. I'm going to right-click to disable that. And it's because each of these is an instance of itself. So it actually can't attach itself to itself. So even though it's a different object, it's actually referencing itself. I guess that's why. So I'm going to show you a new button. And it's this button down here that says Make Unique. So if you ever instance something and you don't want it to be instanced, you can click this Make Unique. And the other thing you'll notice now, which I kind of wanted to point out earlier, is notice when I click on Stave Attach, its stack is bolded. If I click on box 23, its stack is made out of bold words. And if I click this one that I made unique just now, it's not bold. So I just wanted to point that out, that the bold, if you see a bold stack, you are likely an instance of something. I'm going to have to do this to each stave. Make unique. Make unique. So I'm going to pause this while I do that so you don't have to live through that. Alright, so I made all of them unique, and now this will work exactly the same way as I did it with the two boxes. I'm just going to left click, left click, left click, left click, left click, left click, left click. I could actually do it using this box here, the little list. The little button to the right of all of these tools allows you a little bit more functionality. Now I would have to know, I can choose from the list which boxes I want to choose. And luckily I know that since they're all the boxes I made later, at a later date that I made the original boxes, I can select these boxes of the highest names. Like, I know for a fact that these remaining boxes are boxes 31 through 40, so I'm just going to select them all using, like, left-clicking the top one, shift, left-clicking the last one, and hit attach, and now they will all be attached without doing it one at a time. I'm going to disable the attach tool by right-clicking again. Okay, so now, again, this is one object. This is different than this. This is a group, one group of multiple objects. This is one single object with many elements. And I can go in and choose which element I want to select. Okay, there. I'm going to keep this over to the side. Actually, what I'm going to do is name this, stave attach. Notice now in my layers, I've got one single object stave attach, and then, of course, all of these other objects. I'm going to hide stave attached by clicking on the eyeball, and now I don't see it. The other way I could have done that is I could have selected stave attached, right-clicked it, and said, I hope it's here. Sometimes I'm wrong about these. There. Hide selection. And I can hide that selection. Likewise, if I had this selected and I only wanted to see that, I could have right-clicked that and said hide unselected, and it would have hidden everything I didn't select. Okay. Yeah, it's time. You've been waiting long enough. I'm actually going to stop this video and we'll get to the bend modifiers next, okay? Bye!